this verse is in Surah Nisa, chapter number 4 and verse number 36. The beginning of this verse is with the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as it has been said, وَعَبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا. For the people worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in worship you cannot share anybody else. Allah की इबादत में किसी को शरीक मत ठहराएं, यानी सिर्फ और सिर्फ Allah की इबादत की जा सकती है. We can worship only and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nobody else. And after this is وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and also respect your parents, favor your parents, be kind with your parents, and you cannot even change your tone. You cannot even change the facial expression in front of your parents. You cannot increase your voice in front of your parents. It is hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So look at the face of parents, and this is also worship of Allah. This will give you rewards, just looking at the face of parents. But this looking does not mean when you are angry, you are furious, and then you want to show your wrath, your angerness to your parents. No, when your parents, they are busy or they are talking with you, so with respect, with love, and with this intention you can see the face of your parents, as this is worship of Allah. But otherwise, even we are not allowed. When they are walking, we should stay behind. When they are talking, we should be silent until they should finish. And when they are advising us, we have to listen them carefully. So after this, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has added a few other category of people. One of them is وَالْجَارِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى, and those who are your neighbors from your relatives. So, sometimes the relatives are neighbor of each other. وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُبِ, and those of your neighbors who are not your relatives, but still they are your neighbors. So one day someone came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and asked, Ya Rasulullah, so which is the best area? You advise me so that I should go and buy the house. Please, can you stop your talking? Salawat, please. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not tell him that go and buy that rich area or that poor area or this and that. He just told his companion, wherever you want to buy the house, first of all, inquire about your neighbors. If your neighbors are good, then you can buy in any area. So whenever you want to buy something, buy your house, so always do the inquiry about your neighbors. So then rest of your life will be good. But what are the benefits? Because Imam Ali al-Islam said, and as I mentioned in his last testament, in last wasiyat, he also emphasized that throughout the life of Rasulullah, he always advised us to take care of the rights of the neighbors. And same Hazrat Ali al-Islam repeated before his martyrdom. And he again emphasized that always take care of the rights of the neighbors. So anyone who will take care of rights of neighbors, Rasulullah said, the neighbor is equal to the rights of the neighbor is equal to the rights of your mother. Both level are same. As I said, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. So anyone who is becoming harsh towards parents, straight away will go to hellfire. Nothing will be accepted by that person who is disobedient to the parents. So now parents both, mother and father. Hadith says, rights of neighbor are equal to the rights of mother. Now you can imagine how important are the rights of the neighbors. Imam al-Islam said, Rasulullah emphasized so much about the rights of neighbor, we were considering that very soon our neighbors will be included to be shareholder from our possessions, from our property, from our land, and whatsoever we are having. But those people who take care of the rights of the neighbors, who are always good with the neighbors, for them, there are two important benefits. Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give long life to such a person. So respect your neighbors, respect the rights of your neighbors, and then you will have long life. At the same time, the second benefit is Allah will give you more sustenance. Allah will increase your income. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you peace of mind. Whatever you are earning, you will have a happy life. A life full of bounties and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam emphasized too much about the rights of neighbors. He said, the respect, the dignity, the right of a neighbor is as is the right and respect and dignity of a Muslim. A Muslim is not allowed to kill another Muslim. Muslim is not allowed to have any treachery or dishonesty towards the ladies of other Muslim. Muslim becoming Muslim, then the life of other Muslim is respectful. The possession and the property of other Muslim is respectful. So likewise neighbor, whether the neighbor is Muslim or non-Muslim, anyone who is neighbor, so his life, his property, his secrets are respectful for the neighbors. And those people who want to know the secrets of neighbor, or sometimes the neighbors through their windows, through the holes, they view what is happening inside the house of neighbor. Then Rasulullah said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not care of that person who look inside the house of neighbor, what is going on there. So that's why neighbors are very important for us. So the summary of the rights of neighbors, whenever you see your neighbor, always say hello. If that's a Muslim, you can say Assalamu alaikum, but otherwise you have to say hello. Number two, don't have long negotiation or long talks with the neighbors. Number three, do not ask too much about the internal or about different affairs of the neighbor. Maybe he is not happy to share a lot of things with you. So we have to keep communication with them, relation with them, as we should start with hello or salam, but at the same time we should not go in the depth about the affairs and matters of the neighbor, what is happening in his life. Number four, if neighbor is sick, any religion, neighbor is sick, we have to visit. If neighbor has some problem, some debt, we have to visit for tasliyah. If neighbor is having any kind of wedding or happiness, so we should go and greet. If neighbor has done some mistake, we should forgive him. We should not go to know the secrets of neighbor. Next point is, do not block the way of the neighbor. So if the gate of the neighbor is somewhere, we should not block. We should not park our car in front of the gate of the neighbor. So 14 centuries ago, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about the rights of the neighbor. So do not block the way of the neighbor. And in the absence of neighbor, this is the duty. You should take care of his house and the assets. As a neighbor, if neighbor is not there, so we should not become a thief. We should not steal something. Rather, our duty is we should take care. We should be guardian of the house and the assets of the neighbor. If there is any problem with neighbor, so as a good neighbor, we have to resolve with negotiation. And if our neighbor is having some problem with someone else, or even maybe financial problem, or any job problem, different kinds of problems, if our neighbor is having some, then we have to go ahead and we have to help our neighbor to resolve his difficulties and problems. And we should be kind towards the children of the neighbors. So there is hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So anyone who will have these three qualities, these three virtues, directly, without an accountability, without any question and answer, that person will go into paradise. حُسِّنُ وَأَخْلَاقَكُمْ وَالْتَفُوا بِجِيرَانَكُمْ وَأَكْرِمُوا نِسَاءَكُمْ تُدْخِلُوا الْجَنَّةَ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Rasulullah said, you will go, you will enter into paradise without any accountability if you have three virtues. Number one, حُسِّنُ وَأَخْلَاقَكُمْ. Your akhlaq should be best of the akhlaq. Your attitude, your morality, your etiquettes, your way of living with each other, with your friends, with community members, with your family members. Akhlaq, how you are with others. Your talk, your words, your dealing, everything. Wherever you are, someone is related with you. So our dealing with anybody else, maybe our relative, family member, anybody else, so we should be husnu, beautiful. The beauty of akhlaq we need to have. Number two, وَالْتَفُوا بِجِيرَانِكُمْ. And you should be polite and kind and respectful towards your neighbors. This was number two. And أَكْرِمُوا نِسَاءَكُمْ. And be kareem for your ladies. As a husband, always be kareem, be generous, be polite, be kind for wife, or if you are having sisters, mothers, daughters, so anyone who is woman living under your custody or under your guardianship, or you are responsible in one way or other way, so always be kind and polite towards the ladies. So inshallah, we all should try our best wherever we are living, we are working, always we should take care of the rights of the neighbor, but especially here. This is a community center. We are having our neighbors, so please, 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 when you are going outside, so don't talk loudly, especially at night. They are possibly sleeping. Nowadays, weather is hot, their windows are open, so a little voice is becoming much noise and disturbing for them. And we should not disturb any neighbor while they are sleeping. Number two, where there is kitchen, so there are different flats, many flats of our neighbors. So kitchen is not meeting point, not talking point, not a social point. Kitchen is only for 2 or 3 persons who are responsible to run the kitchen. Otherwise, if you want to have socialization, you can come inside or maybe on the road, or because that point is very sensitive. Number three, we should try to control our children, especially the parents, when we are eating food. So children should sit with the parents, and inshallah in this way they will learn. And otherwise, while here is Quran recitation, dua or speech, so make sure children should sit with the parent so that they should get some education, they should learn something. It should not be whole month we should come and our children are becoming worse than what they were before Ramadan. So this is month of kindness, politeness, learning, education. So we should be a different person, and our children should be a different person. If someone elder or younger is giving us some reminder, so we should be patient. And Allah ma'as-sabirin, Allah is with those people who are patient. We should not be furious. If someone is coming to tell us good thing, we are getting irritated and annoyed. Who you are, why you are asking us this thing? So someone is telling us good thing, we have to respect, we should say thank you, and inshallah, we should stop that thing, and in the future, we should not repeat that thing, inshallah. परवरदिगारा, हम सबको सगीरा कबीरा गुनाह माफ फरमा, हम सबको सब्र अता फरमा, हम सबको अपने मेहमानों की और अपने हमसायों की इज्जत करने की तौफीक अता फरमा. Tomorrow we have arranged a coach. Please make sure